We are joined by Conor Daly, another guy who's a Central Indiana guy, Noblesville, USA.
Noble Tucky.
And where do you technically live now?
I live right downtown Indy, so I'm. It's close to the airport, close to the racetrack. So those are the only two places that matter to me in my life right now.
Now we like to end with this question, but I want to start with it. I think it's a good one. It comes from Mr. Drew Powell. Drew is a distinguished actor in some ways.
Yes.
And right now he's acting employed.
Exactly. I'll be cutting Tom's grass later as well.
Ask
Nice.
Mr. Daly what.
Okay, if you could have anyone play you in a movie, why would it be me?
Man,
That's not
you
the
got
question.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Sorry. Who would
I
it
was
be?
gonna say you got some girth on me. I don't know if that really fits well.
Squeeze it in.
I got asked this question earlier today, actually.
Damn it, I thought it was the only one.
Since I heard that this is a rumor that old Vinny Diesel might come to the race this weekend.
Oh.
And let me tell you, I'm a big Fast and the Furious fan, so if I'm not bald, but if Vin Diesel can play me, that'd be pretty sweet. But I had someone one time say that I look like Matt Damon, so... Matt Damon seems to be he needs to be rescued a lot.
I feel like that.
But maybe Matt Damon.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's actually fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, there are stats on everything about you guys.
Uh-oh.
I wonder, is there a stat about blue eyes versus brown eyes?
Oh,
Because so far today, it's mostly blue eyes.
that's absolutely right.
Someone should get
Except
that
for
research
Takuma.
done.
Because I mean, they research everything else, and this is so irrelevant. It might be fun.
It may not be irrelevant, though. I mean, blue eyes, you traditionally see better, but
good call.
but light affects you differently.
Oh, now we're talking.
So there could
Wait,
be something
do we
to
all
it.
have blue eyes on this table?
Yeah.
I mean, I would say blue eyes is superior,
Man, wow.
superior species.
I mean,
Couple of elite
based on
athletes.
this
elite
table.
athletes, exactly.
Elite
Now,
athletes.
as an actor, Drew,
Yes, sir.
Do you have a resume that says height, weight, eye color, is all that stuff?
You're not allowed to talk about weight, Tom. No, you really aren't. That was the thing. Like that's a big deal.
Did
And
Orson Welles put that?
Wow.
somebody said I should play Orson Welles. Wait a minute. But I will tell you that I lost a role in what's the movie with Tom Hanks when but Captain Phillips, because they wanted me for the role and then they decided I was too tall because the guy needed to be shorter than Tom Hanks. So it still hurts me.
So why can't you put your weight down? I
think it's like offensive. Yeah.
No.
Look at Tom asking me. Why would that be offensive?
So offensive. Yeah.
I mean, grow up. They're making a movie.
Yeah.
I know. Look, I don't care, but I'm just saying, like, that is the one thing that you can when you do a slate on a self-tape, which is what all auditions are now, you say your name and your height and where you're based, and that's it.
That's it? Okay. Now,
Conor Daly, 110, Noblesville, Indiana.
110 centimeters or what? I thought we weren't putting weight.
We're not putting that.
are you in the group that has to add weight to the car, or where do you fall?
I'm one of the bigger drivers. Yeah, I've never been trying to put on weight, I'll say. So I've struggled with that for years. But there's still no one heavier than Graham Rahal in this series, so that's all that matters.
Do you have to? I know a lot of guys work out at a specific place.
Pit fit.
Yeah, I'm not a pit fit guy, but I'm up on the north side in Carmel at Dugan Sports Performance. I have a trainer there, Jeff Richter, who I've worked with literally for the last 8-9 years or so.
You work out with Ed?
Yeah, Ed and I train together every morning. Ed Carpenter, my boss. Jack Harvey's there as well. Pato, Felix. A lot of guys there. So it's kind of like basically you're either at one or the other.
Does your trainer count like mine? One.
No.
One.
Evil.
Hey, come on, 2.
Hey, let's get to 8. Come on.
Evil.
Wow. Conor Daly is our guest, and this is, kind of a home track for you. Does that matter?
Couldn't get more home track than this. Honestly, this is where I grew up. This is where I spent the most time every year in May. You obviously know my family here. Sure. Everyone's been here for forever. My dad, my mom, my stepdad now too. Obviously has a pretty important role here as well. So I just love this place, and if I could, every day I get to spend here. It doesn't matter if we're playing golf or during the winter. You just happen to be out here for an event. It's just the greatest place ever.
Yeah.
The Indianapolis Motor Speedway. When you walk, if you've never been here, It's overwhelming.
Oh, man.
It's so much bigger than you can imagine.
Yeah.
What do they say? 6 stadiums would fit in here or something?
I saw a stat. Tell me
I
if
think
this is true. Did you see the thing that was going around yesterday that said this weekend or this Sunday, 1 in every 1,000 people in the United States
Yeah.
will be in, and it's a picture of the track.
Yeah.
It's a complete assault on the senses.
Yes.
Like every one of them.
Yes.
Visually, the smell,
Yes.
the trough
The
in the men's
sound.
room,
Yeah.
everything. And you're at a third world country one moment, and then the lap of luxury the next.
You
It's
said it.
it's amazing.
You said it.
Connor, obviously, Mr. Penske has taken over the track. It's done an amazing job. Is there any effect on the drivers that all this new stuff has on you, or are you still doing the same thing?
Well, I mean, honestly, the only thing that all the drivers got really upset about was not being able to use scooters. There was a big row, almost a fist fight.
Oh my gosh.
Over the fact that they, I guess the Penske group told us that we can't use scooters anymore.
Man.
So that was one thing. But honestly, everything else has been really, really cool here. Roger's done a great job. I mean, the place looks immaculate. It's such a high-level facility, if not the highest-level facility in the world. And you can tell because, we're on the verge of selling this thing out. I think it will sell out by Sunday. So, that's huge. I mean, that's incredible.
And-
That's literally it's just it literally makes every other event look like one of those 8 a.m. pregame shows. Like it's nothing comparable. Even the
And,
Super Bowl.
And how many people is that? If it sells out, it's
I think it's over like 263,000 permanent
They're
seats.
always kind of.
I think your stepdad said 350 was the 16
Well, there's-
number. It was like what was it, 260 or 80,000
the
permanents.
sellout is technically the seats, right? So sell out all the permanent
Right,
seats, but then
right.
there's also like 100,000 GA. So
Right.
that's how they get past the 350 number and get up in that region.
that makes sense. Yeah,
How many laps have you led here?
40 last year.
Do you know the
2
total
years ago.
number?
It's like
2
it's
years
like
ago.
it's I don't know. I think it's like 50-ish.
Okay.
Or like around there.
And
Maybe
there's-
like 49.
I would,
50.
even the year, Kanan always gets a big ovation, whatever.
Yeah.
But the last couple of years as you leading, like I'm sure you can't audibly hear it, but it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
an eruption like Peyton Manning threw a touchdown.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is.
It really is.
bonkers in every corner.
You can't hear it at all.
No, I wish, but
It's unbelievable.
We're focused on a few other things at the moment, but it's
How many people are talking to you?
well, we got 2 spotters and then our the guy who's calling our race in the pit lane. So it's either way. Looking back at the videos, because obviously the TV broadcast tweets out videos during the race, so I see them afterwards, many hours afterwards. And it's brought a tear to my eye many times because it does mean a lot. It's cool to see. Even the IMS radio broadcast, I heard it this morning because I did an interview and they played what they were saying when I took the lead last year, and it's just or 2 years ago, and it's awesome. This place means the most to me, and just having success, like doing it's awesome. But when you start to feel success here, and when you start to feel that you're getting closer and closer to winning, that's what makes you want to do it even more.
I was in the pagoda when you were in the middle of that 40 laps.
How the hell did you get in there?
Well,
famous.
I'm an actor. I pretend to be important. Yeah, exactly. And Doug was there, and I ran into him, and he was about as nervous of a fella as I've ever seen. Like,
Doug Bowles,
his
stepfather.
stepdad, and then it was just, but it really was like the whole place was so behind you, and it's because you're a good dude. It's, not just being a
Thank
local
you.
guy. You're a good dude, as far as I know, anyway. And I think you need to win this thing.
That's the goal. That is why we show up on Sundays.
Okay. Last
Absolutely.
question. Any particular day of show, if you will, prep? Anything you don't do? No coffee? What you light breakfast? No breakfast? What?
Well, the race is too early to have lunch, so you just have a bit of a breakfast and maybe a little snack before the race. But there's no real crazy tradition. I like going over the snake pit every morning. That's something that I've done.
Awesome.
As a bit of a tradition to see what's going on over there. The Schroeder production group, Chris Schroeder and Ashley Brown over there, who put the stage up and do all the production over there. They're great friends of mine, and they're awesome people, and they do a great job putting that on every year. So I like going over there. And it's like about a 15, 20-minute window, 25 minutes. I want to meet Shaq. That would be cool.
Oh, is he performing?
He's performing
Is he
over
legit?
there.
Oh,
Is he
wow.
like
DJ Diesel, baby.
What is that?
Yeah,
Have you seen him before?
No,
is he legit
never
at
seen
all?
him.
Or is it the name?
I assume it's awesome.
Yeah.
I assume he puts
Yeah.
on a great show because after many years of being an elite athlete, I'm sure he knows how to party.
Good
So
point.
it's that's kind of what I like to do, and I enjoy it, and just enjoying it with my family and friends.
Yeah. All right. Connor Daly. Thanks,
All right.
Connor.
Thank you guys. Thank
Give my
you.
Go get
best,
him, kid.
give my best to your dad. I'm
I
a huge
will.
fan.
Thank you.
Yeah.